Hello everybody. In today's video, we're going to get back to work on this truck, the pride of your country. I'm going to finish my hood, fill in the hole. We're going to cut an engine in half. We're going to get some more parts painted. And we're going big block. So if you want to see that and more, make sure you stay tuned. Hello BSC family and welcome back to my bench. So, as you can tell, red and white, this is pride of your country buddy build with His&Hers HHQ. Eric over there, he's actually done his. I think he's going to do a couple little touch-ups and stuff like that, but I'll put a link for his channel down in the description. Go check him out. Go see what he built. His truck turned out freaking amazing. Okay, hopefully mine will turn out at least half as good as his. Now, I've got a lot of resin parts in mine. They're from Miguel at hobbyworks.com. I'll put a link down in the description for him. Go check out what he has on his website. And if you put an order in with him through my link, don't forget to use the promo code BSCFamily when you go to checkout, and you'll get 10% off your order. He's got all kinds of stuff there, anything from wheels and tires to body mod parts and even chassis. You can either buy the file to print yourself, or you can get him to print them for a little extra cost, and he'll ship them out to you. And if you need something custom, talk to him. He's a wizard on the blender. I'm sure he can help you out in one way or another. So, let's get to this build. Like I said, I've got some stuff that I've got to paint. You know, tailgate, I want to fill this in. I got the rad supports. That's got to get painted. Of course, paint the rad, stuff like that. I cut a big freaking hole in the hood. Now, I did that to help with clearance for something I'm going to be doing. And I printed out a resin hood scoop. Actually, I printed out the whole hood. And it's for a 67 Chevy truck. But all I wanted was the scoop. So I cut that out, shaved it down, filed it the way I need it. Cleaned it up a little bit on the inside. I got a little more cleaning to do. And this is actually going to sit right on there. Just like so. So, of course, it's going to be open to the inside. Now I'm going to have to do some body work on that, of course, once I get that all glued down. And just to make sure that it's a good enough bond, I'll probably be using 5-minute epoxy. I'll glue that on so that I can do the filler work along the edges and blend that in without any chance of super glue letting go or something like that. I'm going to scuff this up with probably 80 grit right where it's going to glue down, and scuff this up with 80 grit as well, just to make sure there is a really good mechanical bond. So I'll get that done. This here, I'm just going to cut out some real thin sheet styrene, probably like a 0.1 or 0.2 millimeter styrene sheet. And yeah, so with this engine, I need the transmission. I need the adapter block with the transmission mount / transfer case mount, because I got to put my transfer case on here for the 4-wheel drive. But I want the big block, and this is not a big block. This is just your standard Chevy 350. So I've got to cut this off right in front of the starter. Let's see if I can zoom in for you here. So I got to cut it right in front of the starter, cut off the engine block, the oil pan, go all the way around. Now up here, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. I may cut it up along the top here and leave this back piece. And since this is a performance bell housing, this isn't the standard shape bell housing. GM has a more of a triangulated bell housing. So this one's round, so it's more of a performance. So through Miguel, I got his 632, I think it is. Don't quote me on that, but it's a big block kit. It comes with pretty much everything, the turbos, valve covers, transmit or oil pan intake and all that. So here's the intake. Now I'm not going to be using it all, but I am using the engine. Here's the oil pan. If it'll focus in for you, there you go. Now I don't have it fully cleaned up, and a lot of those marks on there are from my supports. I probably could have put the supports in a different place, but I mean, that's some pretty damn good detail. You can see all the stuff I've got to clean up. But on here, I mean, look at this timing cover. Again, I've cleaned it up a little bit, but I've got to do a little more cleanup. Plus, I've also thinned down these things because I'm using different belts and pulleys. Not to mention the stuff's been sitting around, so it's dusty. But I mean, look at the head bolt detail in there. Now, you see what I mean by a transmission? Goes up like a triangle. Well, this round one is not going to fit like that. So what I'm thinking is I may cut it round after I get it cut off, and then build myself some sort of motor plate that bolts on there, and then glue this to that motor plate. As you can see, this is quite a bit bigger. So it is to scale. So if you want something like this, again, go see Miguel at hobbyworks.com, and I'm sure he's got something there that you can use for sure. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I still got to build the tire holder in the back. Now I've got another tire here, and I've got another rim, but the tire holder is kind of like a roll bar, and that's going to sit right in here. So I got to build that, and once I got that built, then I can go and start detail painting pretty much the entire body. Probably leave the chrome stuff till last, so I'm not handling it and doing anything wrong to it. And we're going to go from there. So I'm going to get a bunch of stuff painted, a bunch of stuff fitted and cut. When I get to a certain point, I'll come back and I'll show you where I'm at. I'll see you in a few. Hey guys, so I've got a little bit done. I found the roll bars and stuff, so I kind of know what I'm going to do. I've got a 3D printed jack here. All right, got the jack mount and the bar and the jack itself. All right, so that's going to go in the back of the truck. And I got the inner bed painted, and the underneath painted. Now, started looking at this transmission. Remember, I was going to cut that off and cut the round piece off. Well, I did, but I also went and printed one of Miguel's transmissions. Now, this I printed a long time ago. This is probably 6 months old now, kind of thing. 5-6 months old, give or take. Well, I decided that since this transmission actually fits with this tranny, or this engine, figured I'd cut the bell housing off. Now, something I noticed, that even though this was printed almost 6 months ago, and it's been cured and everything else, it's still wet in the middle, both sides. So when you're cutting stuff apart, make sure that you wear your proper PPE, right? Make sure you're not breathing in the dust, the resin dust and stuff. And this is going to go back in the curing station, obviously, and try to cure up these edges. Now, on the motor, I cut the transmission off, but because I'm using that bell housing, I decided to cut the back half of the transmission off. I still got to clean this one up, but when I cut the bell housing off, so I decided to cut this piece off as well, and I'll sand it down so that it's only the transmission, and these are actually the same length. So then I'll take this piece and put it on there, right? And then we're good to go. This matches up with the engine. This will be right where I need it for the transfer case, and yeah, we can continue on. So I just thought I'd show you that and let you know about what happens when even 6 months later, the resin inside is still cured, because when you cure them, especially with the gray or black or any solid color, the light can't get all the way inside, right? And I think I printed this solid, if I remember correctly. So it won't happen as much if you print things hollow. But I wanted to be able to drill into this and everything else, so I just printed it solid. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to continue on, and thought I'd just show you that. And I may have to print something in here or find a different rim because I can't find the centerpiece anymore that matches the other rims. Maybe I'll just make a tire cover for it. I don't know yet. But that's going to go on the back of the truck, like I said. So, yeah, I'm going to continue on. I'll come back when I've got more stuff ready to go. Okay, everybody. Well, I've gotten quite a bit done. I'm not done painting, but I've got quite a bit done. So, let me give you a quick rundown of what's going on, and then we'll close out this video for you. So, I've got the front bush bar painted up. Okay, so that's going to be black. I've got the roll bar completely built and painted in gloss black. Okay, now I'm going to spray this with an all-clad chrome, and I'm going to make the plate that goes on this piece right here so that is where the tire is going to sit. Okay, it'll be like that. Now on top of the roll bar, I've got all these lights here, the KC lights. Those will go up top. Okay, so I got 4 to go up top. Then I've got 2 square ones that will go under the bumper when that's done. So that there's going to get chromed. Front grille has been opened and painted gloss black because I'm going to repaint the chrome. I've got the headlight buckets masked off right now because I just left the chrome in there. So I just got to re-chrome it because of all the work I did to get the grill open. Now, when the grill is on and front rad support is on, which is now painted, I still got to do a bit more to it, but you'll be able to see that right through there. And so that's done. Engine has been painted. Still working on it, but has been painted. Now this engine, if it will focus, come on. Okay, how about if we just go like this then? As you can see, this is a 632, and this is one of Miguel's 3D prints. Now it looks a hell of a lot better than this when you print it out, but I've been doing some serious modifying and stuff like that. Header flanges, spark plug holes. I even have spark plugs. I got to print them out. Oil pan's been painted. Still got to do the filter. A few other things. Now, what else is there here? Oh yeah, I'm going to be building the headers out of solder. All right, I'll show you that later on. Now I've also got the transmission. Now this bell housing is part of a transmission that I got from Miguel. The back part, like the dark gray cast iron, is actually the kit transmission, but I needed this bell housing and I needed this transmission with the adapter for the transfer case. This actually goes together here, so that'll go together there. Now I've also got the transfer case painted, right? And that will go on the back of here. Okay, so we're still working on that. Fire extinguishers, almost done painted. The front of the engine is almost completely painted. I think there's just a couple little touch-ups and stuff like that. I got to put some wiring, power steering pump hoses on. The jack is almost done. I got to paint the handle and finish painting the blue. That'll go on there like so. Right? And that'll sit in the back of the truck with its stand. It's right here. So you glue this part down in the truck. And then this sits in there like that. It's the holder for it. Right? So once that's completely painted, I'll get that glued into the truck. And that'll be done. Intake is painted aluminum, but I'm going to look at putting carbon fiber on here, on the intake piece. And that'll go on thereafter. All right. I still got to do some detail painting on the valve covers. So that's almost done. I found some mirrors for the truck. I got to clean them up, probably re-chrome them. They're just little sport mirrors. So I'll make them look better. Bumpers are cut out. Well, I only need one, the back bumper. So that's that. Oh, and guess what? Remember what I was saying about the rim and the tire? Well, I got the rim. That's all painted white to match, right? You got to put some clear coat on it. But look what I found. I actually found the center. Now I cut off the lug nuts, drilled out the holes, and drilled out the center because, well, it's not on a vehicle, right? So that can now go inside there, like so, right? I got to put a ring around it, but that's okay. And that'll get glued in there because then all of that will go inside the tire, right? And these tires, rims, and all that stuff are from Miguel. I was going to do something with this, and I don't remember what. Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was going to do. That's why there's no ring on it. There should be an actual, like a ring around this. That's actually part of it, and I cut it off. And I don't remember why, but now I do. Because I was going to actually use it to make a custom steering wheel. So, I guess that kind of screws that part up. But what I'll do is I will take a piece of thin sheet styrene, cut a strip, and then I'll glue it on here, and then I'll put it inside the rim, and you'll never know the difference. Right? I just got to fill up that gap. So, if you get Miguel's stuff, yeah, it's good stuff. But once you start modifying, well, you're all on your own, right? Now, if you want anything from Miguel, I do have a link for his website in the description, hobbyworks.com. Go check it out. Lots of great stuff there. If you go there and you put stuff in your shopping cart and you're getting ready to check out, well, hey, wait, hold on. Make sure that you put in the promo code BSCFamily and you'll get 10% off your purchase. So go check out what he's got. And he's always there to help. Awesome guy. Go check out hobbyworks.com. Link is down in the description. And while you're checking that stuff out, maybe check out my Facebook group and my Instagram. Links for them are down in the description. And if you want to help out the channel anyway, I do have a PayPal link down there as well. But there's also something new. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'll tell you about it. So just a couple more things. I put carbon fiber on the hood. Now it's custom built hood scoop, all sanded, smooth, painted. Now I just got to clear coat this, and I've also got the tailgate. Put carbon fiber on here. Goes this way. And there is a chrome piece for it right here. So I gotta clear coat the tailgate, and then this will go in there like so. And I don't know if I showed you, but the inside has been covered, smoothed out, looks good. So yeah, that's everything here. And yeah, so like I was saying, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, make sure that all notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on anything. Check out the Facebook and Instagram. And now for that special announcement, I've now got a merch store. Now I'm still adding things to it, but if you want, go down below, check out what's in that store. I've been having a lot of fun designing stickers, shirts, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. I got stuff there for women and men. Haven't started on any of the kids stuff yet. Like I said, I'll be adding stuff quite often here for probably the next, who knows how long. But anyways, yeah, go check it out. Hit that merch store button down there and hey, see if there's something there that interests you. And that definitely will help out the channel. And all proceeds from that will come back to the channel. So go check out that Teespring store for me. So with all that being said, no matter what you're building, what you're using to build, make sure you build it for you. Until next time, later.